Bachcho, I am here. Today I will discuss about the second part of hydrogen. I hope after completing this today's video, this hydrogen chapter will be completed and your problems regarding this chapter hydrogen will be cleared, I assure you. Okay, so let's start. Those who not seen the first video, click the I button or I will give at the end screen. Okay, let's start. It is another hydrides of oxygen and it was first discovered by Thenard 1918. And unlike water, it is unstable and it is not abundant in nature. And so the preparation of hydrogen peroxide and its uses, its so many storage, reactions, all these things I will discuss now. So come how to prepare the hydrogen peroxide in laboratory, the laboratory preparation, lab preparation. Okay, so come. Lab preparation. What you see, what you know, in lab preparation from barium peroxide. Barium peroxide BaO2 8.8H2O. Barium peroxide with H2SO4, it with the reactions of H2SO4, barium hydrated barium peroxide, okay, and with H2SO4 it forms barium sulfate, water and H2O2. Clear? Okay, I am writing the reactions. Barium peroxide, H2SO4, and it will form barium sulfate, then water and H2O2. Okay, so this is the product, and hydrogen peroxide is prepared in the laboratory. Next, you can also prepare by the electrolysis of 50% sulfuric acid. 50% sulfuric acid electrolysis होगा, so H2O2 फॉर्म होगा. H2SO4 जब रिएक्ट कर रहा है H2SO4 what will form H plus, H plus, okay, and also HSO4 minus. 50% H2SO4 इसका इलेक्ट्रोलाइसिस होगा. कैथोड में H प्लस आएगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन लेस करेगा एक्सेप्ट एंड H2. एनोड में 2HSO4. तो दिस H plus and HSO4 at cathode 2H plus, okay, it accept electron and it will form H2, okay, hydrogen gas, and in anode 2HSO4 minus. This is cathode, this is anode, cathode में and anode में, okay. This is platinum electrodes, you can, and this is graphite electrodes. You can use out here platinum electrodes, and out here graphite electrodes can use out here. Clear? And this H2SO4, it will decomposes. It will, from this, what is produced out there? Peroxy disulfuric acid. Peroxy disulfuric acid. Peroxy disulfuric acid. H2SO8. Peroxy disulfuric acid. Clear? And after this peroxy disulfuric acid again combined with water, this again नोट कर लो बच्चों, नोट कर लो, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. दिस इज एनोड. दिस अगेन, इसलिए तो देरी हो रहा है ना, आज टन नहीं हुआ. Again I am rubbing it, and this H2O, H2SO8 again combine with water, peroxysulfuric acid. This again react with water. This is hydrolysis. Hydrolysis of this, it will form peroxomonosulfuric acid. Peroxomonosulfuric acid, H2SO5, H2SO5, peroxomonosulfuric acid, peroxomonosulfuric acid. इसके साथ थोड़ा सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड होगा, H2SO4 and H2SO4. Then this peroxomonosulfuric acid, H2SO5, again hydrolysis, that is combined with water, it will form H2O2. H2O2. This is the hydrogen peroxide, and some plus this acid. So it is very important. Sulfuric acid, H plus, HSO4 minus. Cathode में H plus accept electron from hydrogen. Anode में 2HSO4. उसमें से क्या होगा? H2SO7, peroxydisulfuric acid. This peroxydisulfuric acid again hydrolysis, peroxymonosulfuric acid, and this again combined with water form hydrogen peroxide. Here very important. Disulfuric acid, peroxomonosulfuric acid, peroxo or peroxy, whatever you can tell. Clear? Then what are these are the properties how to prepare H2O2 in laboratory. Then come, what is the property of H2O2? Property of H2O2 क्या है? तो properties, physical properties. पहले physical properties, उसका बाद chemical properties. It is just light blue in color, light blue, okay, and odorless. Pure form इसमें light blue color होगा, but odorless. Syrupy liquid for hydrogen bonding. Liquid is syrupy liquid because of the presence of hydrogen bonding. Soluble in water. It is soluble in alcohol also, ether, and bitter in taste. It is dimagnetic, polar, and its dipole moment is there. The value of dipole moment most probably 2.1 diopter. How? Dipole moment is non-polar bond है, polar bond भी है. कैसे? See out here. This is, and this from oxygen. This is non-polar bond, and this is polar bond. This is polar, out here polar. This is non-polar bond, non-polar. Clear? So next come. Oh, sorry, gama, pada, nisa. आज शेष हो जाएगा तो क्वेश्चन हो जाएगा. Next, chemical properties. Chemical properties, that is oxidizing property, reducing property. It has both the redox property. It has both property. In H2O2, oxidation state of oxygen कितना होगा? I have discussed in the redox reactions. Peroxide में कितना होगा? 1 - 1. It can be reduced to -2 or oxidized to 0. So it behaves as oxidizing as well as a reducing agent. Clear? So I am giving an example. So many examples are there. I am giving only one example. So examples are in the book, not required to give out here. The oxidations of PbS to PbSO4. oxidation of PbS to PbSO4. See out here, PbS plus 4H2O2, then it will form PbSO4, PbSO4, उसका बाद क्या होगा H2, obviously, yes, correct. So PbSO4, इसमें ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर निकालो, इसमें ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर निकालो, क्या देखेगा? It is oxidation of Pb to PbSO4. It is in acidic medium. Clear? Then reduction of Mn plus 4. Reduction of Mn plus 4 से Mn plus 2. This is reduction. इसका क्या काम? H2O2 का. I am giving example. MnO2. MnO2 plus H2O2. This is the, I have to prove it, oxidizing property and reducing property. The reduction of Mn plus 2, Mn plus 2. The reduction MnO2 plus H2O2, and obviously it is in acidic medium. It is in H2SO4 is there. Acidic medium, acidic H2SO4. That means it will form MnSO4 plus MnSO4 plus H2O plus O2. Clear? Plus H2O plus O2. तो निकालो Mn, A प्लस होगा प्लस 4, इसमें 4 to the 8 और 6 में 2 plus 2, तो प्लस 4 से प्लस 2. Reduction of Mn plus 4 to Mn plus 2. Clear? Okay? This is the property of oxidizing as well as reducing property of hydrogen peroxide. Next, the next property is bleaching property. Bleaching property. डाई है, हेयर कलर कर रहा है. Bleaching property. What is the main reason how to bleach? H2O2. If H2O2 forms H2O plus nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen is for the only reason for bleaching property. This nascent oxygen, what it does? It coloring matter. Coloring material by matter plus this nascent oxygen, then colorless matter. Colorless matter. So this is the bleaching property of H2O2. Main responsibility is nascent oxygen. Clear? Next, how to storage H2O2? I am going to fast, not required to tell. Main things I am discussing: bleaching property, what is responsible, why bleaching property, yeah, and how it is produced, prepared in lab. So many things. Give examples of oxidizing property or reducing property of H2O2. So bachcho, give all these things. Okay. Storage of H2O2. How to store? It is easily decomposed in presence of metal, sunlight, dust particles, glass. So how to store? Easily decomposes. Light में, dust particle में, metals में, glass में. So it is stored in vessels of pure aluminum, plastic, Teflon bottles. You can store it. And in that case, urea, alcohol, acetamide used as stabilizer. Clear? How to store? Very important thing. Next, storage हो गया. Storage हो गया. उसके बाद you should have to know structure of H2O2. Structure H2O2. Structure कैसे होगा? Okay. The structure will be given. The proper picture will be given out here. So H2O2 is a non-planar molecule. it has peroxide what? Two oxygen hydrogen bonds do not lie in the same plane. Why? Because of repulsion of bonding and antibonding orbitals. Two bonds do not lie. The repulsion of bonding and antibonding orbitals. The dihedral, that is the interplanar angle, are different in gaseous and in crystalline state. Okay? So stuck in gaseous state and also in solid state. Angle is different in gaseous state. The angle is 115. Suppose, see a picture out here. In gaseous state, this is this angle. This is rough, and this is in between the distance, this angle and this angle. This is 115.5. It is the gaseous 1.5 degree. In case of this angle is and this angle. This will be there 90 point something, but 95 or 90 point something. Out here it is, and in this case the angle will be here angle will be 101. It will be 98 point something. So this is the gaseous state, this is the solid state, and this length, bond length, 95 picometer. Okay, this is the 95 picometer, and in this 96 picometer. So 98 picometer, 96 5 picometer, 98, 95 picometer. This is the structure. This structure is this. Angle will be different in gaseous state and solid state. Clear? So, and it will be given in the figure clearly. Oh, next comes so interplanar structure, and lastly some of the important use of H2O2. H2O2 is used for bridging purpose. Cuttings, wounds, okay, and here we can use H2O2. And we can also use the 30% of solution of H2O2 solutions. In case of gargles, what is their name? Parahydrol. Parahydrol is used. That is the 30%. What is parahydrol? It is 30% solution of H2O2 in this gargle. And in some cases, the pollution control treatment in domestic as well as industrial effluents, the H2O2 is used. And also, it is used as propellant for rockets, torpedoes, and propellant in case of oxidized alcohols and petrols. So these are the main use. So many uses of theirs, I have told only the main uses. Okay? About the most important part of this chapter, which is we are totally depend upon, which is whole universe depends upon next to oxygen, which turn is water. Yeah, it is abundant, it is omnipresent, it is easily found, and its role in our universe, in our life, is very important. So come to the structure of water. Okay, what you see in the structure of water molecules, two hydrogen atoms are bonded with covalent bond with oxygen. The two water molecules say two hydrogen atoms are bonded with oxygen atoms by two covalent bonds. And the angle between this covalent bond 104.5 degree, and the bond length of this out here 95.7 picometer. Clear? Clear? So this is the bend-like structure, or V-shaped structure. Okay. So now come to the ice structure in solid state. What is the structure? In solid state and it is also diopter 1.84 diopter. You can say the bond structure in solid state ice, it has open cage-like structure and a tetrahedral structure also. And in case of some forms of ice, it can be some 9 different crystalline forms. You should have to find out 9 different crystalline forms of ice can be found. Okay, so out this, in this structure, see out there the structure of ice out here. What you see, H2O. This is H2O. This is H2O, and this is, what is this? This is the hydrogen bond. This is hydrogen bond. This is hydrogen bond. This is hydrogen bond. Okay, so this is the solid ice structure. And what is the cage-like structure out here? I am drawing out there. See out there, this is a cage-like structure. You'll give it hydrogen out there. This again, this will continue. This will continue. This is continue. Okay. Okay. This will continue in this way. So this is hydrogen bond. This is hydrogen bond. Okay. This is hydrogen bond. So this is a cage-like structure of ice, and this is the vacant space. This is vacant. This is vacant space. This is vacant space. A cage-like structure of ice, and this is the structure of ice. So from this structure, what you know? From here, the bond length between hydrogen and oxygen, between hydrogen bond of HO and hydrogen bond, hydrogen oxygen, it is the hydrogen bond, is more than that of hydrogen oxygen bond. The hydrogen oxygen bond, this is hydrogen bond 177 picometer, and this is normally covalent bond of hydrogen oxygen, it is 95.8 picometer. So what is, this is more, this is less. So this condition, this explanation, this explain, what does it explain? And what does it explain? This explains the lower density of ice than water. Lower density of ice than water. Okay. So what is its utility? Density of ice is less than density of water. At maximum density 4, at 4 degrees centigrade, maximum density, maximum volume. So why? What is the reason of this? In case of wintry country, what you see, the surface of the water becomes icy, solid, and under the solid there is liquid still there. So the aquatic animals and plants, animals basically, are still alive. For this reason, density. Why ice floats? Ice floats on water. Why? This is the reason. The density of ice is lower the density of water. This is the reason. This length is greater than this length, and this vacant space is there. Okay, so this is the explanation of the lower density of ice than that of the water. Clear? So and it also, you also know, it will be sp3 hybridization will be there. Okay. Next come the physical property of water. What is the physical property of water? So because of the high dielectric current, dielectric constant, most probably 78.9. Okay, so the polar in character is regarded as a universal solvent. Solvent meant all the solute dissolve in it. Why it dissolve in it? Because of the high dielectric constant. Okay, and it plays a vital role in biosphere. Why? For higher value of specific heat, thermal conductivity, and also surface tension. It has high boiling point. high freezing point and high heat of vaporization. Why? Because of presence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. We tell it has high boiling point, high melting point. Why? Because of presence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Next comes chemical properties. Chemical properties what? It is neutral in nature. That means litmus में कोई color change नहीं होता है. And do not normally dissociate at high temperature. That is stable. And it is amphoteric in nature. That is, it sometimes behave acidic in character and sometimes behave acidic in character and basic in character. And the one term is, it shows the autoprotolysis. What is autoprotolysis? When water decomposes or undergoes self-ionization, it is known as autoprotolysis. H2O plus H2O. From this reaction, this example I am giving, both the acidic property and basic property of water. H3O plus OH minus. This is the autoprotolysis of water. And also, this is acid, this is base. Why? According to Bronsted law, you can say acid is the proton donor and base is the proton acceptor. It donates a proton, that is hydrogen, and it will form H3O, and it is the conjugate base and conjugate acid, conjugate base. So this proves the autoprotolysis, and also water is acid and water is base, because water combines with NH3, water combines with SO2, it forms the conjugate base and conjugate acid. So this provides the two property of water, acidic and basic. Clear? Next, hydrides formation, very important. Water molecules occupy the interstitial sides of voids in the crystal lattice. I have earlier discussed about the interstitial hydrides. The water molecules occupy the interstitial sides or voids in the crystal lattice around barium chloride 2H2O. Here two molecules of water occupy the voids of lattice. Clear? In the other form, copper sulfate plus 5H2.5H2O. The hydrogen bonded water is there. This is the hydrated formation of property of water. Next comes the last important point is the something I am discussing now. Suppose you may see in some of the places of different area. Suppose you are washing your clothes. You are rubbing the soaps with the clothes. No lather produced. Sometimes lather produced easily. Sometimes in some bucket, in some place, that is layer is thin. So what is the reason of the layering of the thin? What is the reason that do not produce lather easily? What is the reason produce lather easily? So in that case, we have to discuss this time. The water is of two types, soft water and hard water. What is soft water and what is hard water? Soft water that readily produces lather with soaps is known as soft water, and hard water that do not readily produce lather or foams with soaps is known as hard water. What is the cause of hardness? Example of soft water, rainwater, distilled water. Example of hard water, sea water, tubewell water. Clear? And what is the cause of hardness? Do you know why hardness? Because hardness is due due to the presence of bicarbonate salt, okay, chloride salt, sulfate salt, bicarbonate salt, carbonate salt, non-carbonate salt, chloride salt, sulfate salt, of what? Of magnesium, calcium, iron. इस दो जो मेटल है, मिनरल्स है, ये मिनरल्स का क्लोराइड, मिनरल का सल्फेट, मिनरल का बाइकार्बोनेट, दिस carbonate, bicarbonate, chloride and sulfate salt dissolve in water and produce the hardness. Depending upon the chloride, sulfate or bicarbonate account, it is divided in two parts: temporary hardness and permanent hardness. What is temporary hardness? Temporary hardness means, and that is the type of hardness. It is two types: a temporary, a dissolve of bicarbonate salt, and permanent hardness. It is permanent hardness means non-carbonate. That is the dissolve of chloride and sulfate salt. Clear? Now, before this, we have to see what is soap. I have told ना, सोप से जो लेथर फॉर्म किया, सोप से जो लेथर नहीं फॉर्म होगा वो है हार्ड वाटर. व्हाट इज सोप? सोप इज नथिंग बट द सोडियम पोटेशियम salt of organic acid. Sodium potassium salt of organic acid. That is sodium stearate, C17. C17 and this is also C17. तो C17 के साथ क्या होगा? सोडियम पोटेशियम का सॉल्ट. तो सोडियम कार्बन एंड हाइड्रोजन जरूर होगा. सोडियम एंड कार्बन एंड हाइड्रोजन. And 33, 35, whatever you can. 33, C17, H33, C17, H35. उसका साथ क्या होगा? सोडियम स्टीयरेट एंड पोटेशियम स्टीयरेट. दैट इज COO, सोडियम का COO COOK, पोटेशियम स्टीयरेट, सोडियम स्टीयरेट. ये जो सॉल्ट है ये है सोप. व्हाट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ द सोप? सोप तो तुम घसेगा क्लोथ्स में, तो वो जो डर्ट है कैसे निकालेगा? तो उसके साथ सोप का रिएक्शन होगा. कैसे? सोडियम स्टीयरेट प्लस मेटल. मेटल मीन्स दैट इज द कैल्शियम, मैग्नीशियम, आयरन. उसका जो क्लोराइड है, उसका जो सल्फेट है, उसका बाइकार्बोनेट है, उसका साथ रिएक्शन करेगा. दैट मीन सोडियम स्टीयरेट वो रिएक्शन करेगा किसका साथ? वो जो मेटल सॉल्ट है उसका साथ, जो मेटल सॉल्ट है दैट इज द कैल्शियम मैग्नीशियम. उसके साथ रिएक्शन करने के बाद क्या होगा? दिस कैल्शियम मैग्नीशियम should have to be wiped out, and this out here, this will be there. That means CH3 by C17 H35 COOM out there. Okay, this salt will be there. This will be precipitated, and it will be sodium salt 2Na plus. That is whatever the there Na salt, sodium salt would be there, and this metallic जो salt है that is the magnesium, calcium, iron उसमें deposit होगा, precipitate होगा. This is the function of soap. Clear? This is of the hard water. What is the disadvantage? So many disadvantages. The formation of the scale in the boiler, wastage of soaps. It is not used in case of pharmaceuticals industry, paper industry, textile industry. So many disadvantages. It is a bad effect of our digestive system. So many disadvantages there. Now, fine, come here. How to remove the hardness of water? So there are the two types of removal: temporary hardness removal and permanent hardness removal. The temporary hardness removal is the two types. Just simply boiling. Simple boil and it will remove the hardness. And next the Clark process. What is the Clark process? Clark process means you have to add the lime with the temporary hard water and it will be removed. That is, for example, calcium bicarbonate. Temporary means bicarbonate salt. Temporary bicarbonate salt is there. You should have to add CaOH whole to lime. This is the Clark process. Very important. What is the Clark process? You will be asked. The Clark process: bicarbonate salt with lime, and this will form calcium carbonate. Dissolve, precipitate form this calcium carbonate out there, and it will form NaCl. Clear? NaCl or H2O out there. H2O. Clear? Balance you will do the balance. That is that calcium bicarbonate salt. That is the temporary. Calcium carbonate precipitated, deposited. In first case, in case of boiling, it will be CO2 and water, and it will be water. Clear? Next come the permanent hardness, how to remove. It is very important. Permanent hardness, removal of permanent hardness, it is very important. It is used in the industry, in the case of boiler. So in big industry it is used. So many processes are there: soda process, okay, permotive process, base exchange process, zeolite process, same thing. Permotive process, base exchange process, zeolite process, ion exchange process, Calgon process, so many processes are there. Phosphate conditioning process. So I will discuss most important ion exchange process. But before, I am telling what is the soda process. Soda process means sodium carbonate is added to the hard water. That is calcium chloride plus sodium carbonate plus NaCl. Clear? I will not write. Next, permuted process or base exchange process or zeolite process. What is permuted? What is zeolite? You will add the zeolite in your water. Drinking water, you add zeolite. So zeolite, sodium aluminum silicate, Na2 Al2O3, sodium aluminum, zeolite বা permutate, a trade name. It is a trade name, permutate. The zeolite is a trade name, and formula sodium aluminum carbonate, Na2O, Al2O4, SiO2. The hydrated, you should have to hydrated SiO2, and it will be given 4. Okay, the hydrated sodium aluminum silicate, H2O, XH2O, but you have to write out there 2H2O. The sodium Na2O, Al2O3 for SiO2, dot 2H2O. So hydrated sodium aluminum silicate. Clear? So in this process is very important. इससे important है ion exchange process. Okay? I will discuss that ion exchange process. This is of this process is same thing. This is also known as ion exchange, means cation exchange and anion exchange process. Cation exchange, anion exchange. Synthetic ion exchange resins are used out there. Cation exchange are what? RH. So many come at long compound. उसका साथ H. Okay. ये long compounds. NH4RH. The RH is the cation exchange resin, and anion exchange resins are there. RNH3, RNH3 plus, RNH3 plus OH minus, or you can tell it NR4OH. It can tell NR4OH. This is the anion exchange resin. This is cation exchange resin. What is the function of this? There is a two bed as there. Out here, this hard water is there given. This is analyzer, and from here figure is there. I will give you the details. This is analyzer, acid analyzer, base analyzer, hard water droppers. It is there is so chips are there out there. It is transported out there, and all the water is being distilled out there. All the deionized water, that is iron-free water, is collected out here. So what is the main thing I am describing out here? I am describing out in the reactions I am giving. This figure I also give in the proper place. What is RH? Again, RH means suppose it is the, as it is the permanent hardness, that means chloride sulfate of magnesium calcium, that means RH plus calcium chloride CaCl2. This is the permanent hardness. कैल्शियम क्लोराइड और मैग्नीशियम सल्फेट भी हो सकता है इसमें. दिस इज द हार्ड वाटर, परमानेंट हार्ड वाटर. आयन कैटायन एक्सचेंज रेजिन, it will react with this, and reaction will be what? R2Cl. R2Cl out होगा, R2Cl, R2SO4 इसमें होगा. तो Cl उसका बाद R2Ca, R2Ca and RMG. उसका बाद that means whatever the calcium and magnesium you have to remove. Calcium, magnesium, iron, जो भी होगा, you have to remove this calcium and magnesium, and it will be out there HCl. Clear? HCl. That is, it is acidic. So all the acidic water is transferred to the base analyzer. This is the second step, and from this ROH, this will NR4OH, it will act with this water, acidic water, and this will react NR4Cl plus H2O, and this water is known as deionized water. Deionized water, NR4Cl. This HCl, acidic water, then it is transferred to the anion exchange resin. This anion exchange resin transfer out there, and will NR4Cl will be deposited, and normal this deionized, that is demineralized water will be obtained. Clear? Besides all these things, something are there, Calgon process. What is Calgon? Sodium hexametaphosphate, Na2 Na4 PO3 whole 6. Sodium hexametaphosphate, Na2 Na4 PO6. Last. This is the last. This is also Calgon process. Calgon means calcium gun. Calgon means calcium gun. Sodium hexametaphosphate, Na2 Na4 PO3 total whole 6. Sodium hexametaphosphate. Sodium hexametaphosphate. Sodium hexametaphosphate. From this, if you add this CaSO4, suppose this is the hard water, this Ca will be replaced out here by Na. That means this out here, this will be changed Na2. This will be Na2Ca. Okay, that means calcium will be removed out there, and air will be Na2SO4. Na2SO4. The calcium out there, sodium will be here. In this way, calcium will be removed. That is, hardness will be removed. And estimation of hardness of water you have to determine by the EDTA method. EDTA means ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid method. It will not in your course, suppose it in the practical, EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. So this is the end of this chapter and of this video. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.